What's up, everybody? This is Jamie Guida, and this is a Vital MX breaking news podcast. You guys may have seen the news that Pierce Brown has signed with Star Yamaha Racing for 2025 and 26. So we thought, what better way to break the news than get Pierce on the line himself and let him tell you guys how the opportunity came about, what he's most excited about, and just whatever else we decide we're going to get into. So on the line with me now, Pierce Brown. By the way, congratulations on the opportunity, man.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, this is big. It's a 2-year deal, 2025 and 26, with obviously one of the most successful teams, 250 teams in the paddock right now. So expectations have to be high. Let's start with how this opportunity came about. You've been with Troy Lee Designs, originally KTM, and then Gas, your entire pro career. Did Bobby Reagan or Brad Hoffman come to you, or did you reach out yourself?
No, I reached out myself. I've had a few opportunities with Bobby, turned them down. I've been with TLD for a while, since I was 13 years old. So, that relationship was kind of hard to break at first, but the last few years, I haven't been getting out what I've been wanting to get out of, at least myself. And it's made me kind of step back and, look around, see what I need to improve. And I figured at this stage in my career, I need to change something. So I gave Bobby a call earlier this year. It was kind of up in the air for a little bit. I needed to see where a few riders were going. And then, one of the races, later in the Supercross season, he's like, "Hey, dude, I have a contract. Take it or leave it." Like, this was a Friday, and it was like, okay, well, I mean, I guess that's my decision. But no, I'm excited. It'll be really good. You mentioned a couple other opportunities in the past to where Bobby's reached out, or you've talked to Bobby. I guess that must be when other contracts were up. What was the reason that you decided to stick with Troy Lee Designs at the time? Was it just familiarity? That's a hard word to say. Familiarity? Honestly, yeah. It was that and comfort. I had the opportunity when I was signing my first pro deal with them, and at the time I was at MTF. I would have had to move to California, and that was like a big change for me. I was like, I don't know. I just want to kind of get my feet wet in the pros and see how it goes. I sat down with Bobby when I was 14 or 15, and to be honest, dude, he's an intimidating guy. Like, he straight up said, I mean, I want a winner. If you're not a winner, then you shouldn't be on this team, but we think you could do it. So this is why we're giving you this opportunity. So that was initially the first opportunity. And then 2022, after what was my best Supercross season, had to re-sign with, or my contract was up, so I had to re-sign regardless. But that was when they approached me again. And at the time, I was like, things are going good here. Like, I feel like it could only get better. I was a little bit naive and thinking I could be a little bit better than I was. I mean, but anyways, turn it down for TLD. And then, I was like, I got him on the phone, talking to my dad. I'm like, I've had a couple opportunities with Bobby. Like, if I turn this one down, this won't be good for me if I ever want to be on the team. So, I figured it was the best decision for myself and my career at where I'm at.
When the decision came about, when the opportunity came about this season, did you know that TLD would not be back in 25, or did that come later?
No, dude, it was weird. I was pretty open with TK. Obviously, he hasn't been the manager for, I'd say, a year, but he's still pretty involved, or was pretty involved in the team. And I was like, dude, I love it here, but I kind of want to change. And he was like, okay, well, he told me, he was the first one to tell me, call Mitch, call Bobby, call other guys, see what you can get. And if that's what you want to do, like, I'm on board with it. But, I told him that, and I wasn't getting any offers from Gas to resign. So I was like, that's kind of weird, dude. Like, is it that they don't want me or what? But no, he was like, if you want to stay, I'll make sure you're staying. But if you want to explore these different opportunities, go for it. So I was okay. And then after the fact, I signed the LOI, and I can't remember who told me, but they were like, dude, what's going on with your team? I'm like, I don't know, man. Like, you tell me, like, you know more than me. So I was asking around and hearing different rumors, and yeah, dude, it's just kind of been a wild year for the whole shooting group. So
yes, agreed.
It's I'd say a blessing in disguise. But no, I think all in all, everything happens for a reason, and hopefully the reason's for the better.
For sure. I have to assume, based off of what you're telling me, no agents involved, right? This is all self-represented, or do you have an agent that helped with the deal?
No, so I have an agent.
Okay.
Jacob Hayes is working with me. So,
what a loser, Jacob.
Yeah, love that dude. But no, he stepped in, helped me with a lot of the stuff. I mean, without him and Lucas, dude, it would have been, oh, dude, so much to deal with. So,
sure.
Yeah, I'm glad I have a good group behind me. But he's new. Or for me at least, he's new. So I've been working with him.
Yeah, good deal. Good dude.
January, February. But no, dude, I'm stoked. I've been buddies with Jacob for a while. Love him to death. I think the relationship we have is great.
You mentioned TK, Tyler Keefe, saying, reach out to Mitch at Pro Circuit and other teams. Did you ever talk to other teams? Did other teams make you any offers other than Star?
Yeah, so I talked to Mitch briefly, and Jacob was telling me Triumph reached out to him, a couple other guys, and I was pretty torn between Mitch or Star. So
yeah,
that was a decision I had to make, and it was honestly like I didn't really have time to think about it when Bobby hit me up that Friday morning. Like, dude, I have this contract, take it or leave it, and then signed it. And then that next Monday, Mitch sends me his offer. And I'm like, fuck, like I've been waiting on this for a little bit, but I guess I don't know. I heard that's what Mitch does, so I think, like I said, it'll be for the better.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a good deal. It's I have more to ask about Star in a moment. But the change of scenery, I think you kind of mentioned that. They always say a change of scenery can be really positive. It can be refreshing. It can also be a little scary. You're going to be moving. You're on the West Coast most of the time now. I see you at GH every once in a while when I'm out there. Moving to the East Coast, tracks are different, facilities different. Is that really exciting to you to have that change of environment now and honestly a lot better dirt?
Yeah, dude, I was more stoked about that than everything. I've been trying to make it out east for the past couple of summers, but it's just been hard to make happen with parts and this and that. And I never really made it happen, but finally, when I got this opportunity with Star, I'm like, dude, because I spent a lot of time out in NCF in Georgia when I was amateur, so it's similar. I wouldn't say like the atmosphere is going to be too new for me, but obviously Tallahassee's going to be a change from California. The just everyday to life, I think, is going to be a little bit slower, which I think will be better for me. I mean, you know, California as well as me, it's kind of, it gets old sitting in traffic 3-4 hours out of the day. So, no, I think, I was more so just looking to get out of California. I've been here for a while. But like I said, I think a change could be good, and, it'll be scary too. I mean, there's going to be a lot of things that I need to adjust to, but it'll be, it'll all be for the better.
Besides the facility and moving east, what were you or are you most excited about the change to Star? Obviously, very successful team, great bike, very successful teammates, great facility, a lot of cool people on the staff. Is there anything that just stands out that really kind of set you over that made Star the right choice?
Well, I don't know. I think you couldn't have said it better. I think the bike it's definitely proven to be the best, if not one of the best 250s for the last decade. And the team, the program, just the teammates and the atmosphere that I'll have is definitely going to be something that I am going to thrive off of. I mean, you know the saying, iron sharpens iron. So being with fast guys every single day it could do one thing. It can break you or make you. So, no, I think, at where I'm at in my career, I'm ready for it. And, I'm excited, dude. Everything as a whole is exciting to me. Like, it's going to be a change, but I'm not really looking at it as anything scary, you know?
Yeah. Well, just following up on that, the choice of going to Star seems very positive from the outside. So that's the team to go to. That, you know, really a Star or Pro Circuit kind of seem to be the two elite teams. But then there could be a negative aspect if you don't go out and perform. You already said Bobby's really known for, hey, perform or we don't want you. So that could put a lot of pressure on you. That could be good. That could be bad. I'm sure you've thought about that.
Yeah, no, I think that might have been the reason that I was almost scared to make that decision earlier in my career. Mm-hmm. I knew if I made the switch and didn't perform, I think it would have been tough to get a ride or a job. But with where I'm at in my career, I don't think I honestly feel like my back's against the wall. I don't think it's too early of a switch. I think everything that I've learned the last couple of years has really made me a different and a better person mentally. So
yeah.
No, I think everything isn't. It's not something I'm scared of. Like I said, it's something I'm ready for, and it's going to be a challenge, but it's going to be. I don't know. The other side of it is going to be pretty good if it works out.
Yeah, you should be able to thrive from that. Two more things I want to touch on. I want to look at your career for just an overview of your career. You've been a pro, I believe, for 5 years. If you take 2019, you did WW Ranch as a fill-in, but basically 5 full years. Number of injuries in the first couple years. 22 was pretty good. Obviously, some really good results, but lots of injuries, right? And I think you said a minute ago, 22 you felt was your best season. I might argue that results-wise, this year overalls might not have been as good, but I felt like you were more consistent and healthy the whole season, didn't have any real significant injuries that I remember. So I feel like this might be your best season so far, and that opens up the opportunities you have and kind of gives you something to build on. But do you feel like you haven't had the chance to really prove your worth yet?
Yeah, that's the thing. I feel like this year my main goal was to make it through the whole season, and which we did. I'm super stoked on that. I think we built a lot and still grew a bunch, but the results in Supercross and outdoors, they were just shy of kind of being great. You know, mm-hmm. I didn't get a podium in Supercross, and I haven't got a podium since 2022. So that was pretty tough for me to swallow. But like you said, on the other side of it, we stayed healthy, and that's something that I've struggled with for my whole career. So I think it was huge for me to kind of almost step back from the results and just make it to each round and learn, grow, so we could thrive next year.
100%. That's really what it takes. I think, I don't know if I've had this conversation with you, but I have other guys that are in their first few early years of the 250s. The first couple of years are almost throwaways. You're learning, you're just trying to figure it out. Year 3 is usually the year where you have to perform and need to perform. And unfortunately, you were injured so much that again, this is really the second full year you've had. I mean, I barely consider like the first couple of years even counting. So I think now, moving to Star, new environment, this is the year where it's like, all right, this is who Pierce Brown is going to be. And I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, no, I'm excited. There's big things coming. I'm feeling good coming into next year, and I think the sky's the limit.
Awesome. Last question then. Just give me your best memory at Troy Lee Designs. Doesn't have to be a race, maybe just hanging out. Anything that stands out of just being with the boys?
Dude, there's so many. I could name off one from every single person on the crew. I mean, Troy's he's been so fun to work with. He's obviously a legend in the sport and done some cool stuff for me and the team. So yeah, dude, off the top of my head, it's hard. I mean, how
about a Will Hahn story?
Oh, dude, Will Hahn story. I don't know if I've said this one before or told anyone this one before, but me and Will we've been close since day one. We haven't really ever like butted heads until this one day at the test track, and he was standing in this corner. I was doing sprints and I almost fell like a flat left-hander, I believe, and I had my feet on, and he was like, dude, like, you can't keep your feet on in a flat corner. Like, just put your leg out just for safety. I was like, okay. So go up from the next sprint in that same corner, I put my leg out, and I fall. Dude, and I'm fuming. I'm seeing red. So I get my bike. I get up. I don't even finish the lap. I just ride straight over to Will. I just start screaming. I was like, that's why I don't take my effing foot off. I don't know why I was so mad, dude. But it was just one of those days.
Just a bad day.
And then he just looks at me. He doesn't say anything for a second. Shakes his head. He's like, dude, go put your bike on the stand. I was like, okay. So I put my bike on the stand, cooled down, and then we just like laughed about it as soon as we got back to the van. Because, I mean, Will has some stories, but
yeah,
that's probably the funniest that comes to mind for me, at least.
Nice. That's good stuff. Good stuff, Pierce. Well, congratulations. Really getting excited already for 2025. Can't get here quick enough. But thank you for some of your time. And again, congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm excited.